is a little bit of a harder recipe. Takes a little bit more time to do, but it's super delicious. My kid eats it. And it is chicken stuffed with basil and mozzarella cheese, fresh basil. And then since that takes time, I'm just gonna do some just side dish, some garlic butter rice, and a packet, and some frozen veggies. So let's get started on our yummy food. Here's what you're gonna need for your stuffed chicken with basil and mozzarella cheese. You're gonna need a quarter cup of chopped fresh basil. You're gonna need 4 slices of mozzarella cheese or 2 ounces of shredded cheese. I usually just get some just string cheese packets. You're also gonna need a large egg. You're gonna want to beat that. You're gonna need a half a cup of fine breadcrumbs. You're going to need 1 teaspoon of dried parsley. You are going to need 3 to 4 tablespoons of butter, 1 to 2 garlic cloves, 2 tablespoons of flour. You're going to need 4 to 6 ounces of mushrooms. I usually use the packaged ones. They're 8 ounces, but I find it to be cheaper. You're also going to need some green onions, 3 to 4, and I think I chop up the whole stalk of the green onions. I use the whole little pack that comes in. You're going to need some salt and some pepper, 1 cup of chicken broth, half a cup of heavy cream, and 4 chicken breasts. And I think that's it. So let's get started. Let's get started with pounding our chicken to about 1/4 inch thick. You could put your chicken in a plastic bag and beat it, but I don't. While we're doing this, before or after, you need to get your oven on set to 375 degrees, and then just get a baking dish ready with either you want to coat it with butter or non-stick spray, whichever you want. I think my chicken's a little thicker than 1/4 inch, but you know what? These chicken pieces you get these days seem to be like on some serious hormones. Okay. We are going to saute our garlic, which I have chopped up. You're going to saute your garlic and your butter for about 1 minute. Oh, and this is 1 tablespoon of butter, by the way. 1 tablespoon of butter, 1 garlic clove, saute. Okay, so when you're done sauteing your garlic, don't burn it like me. And you're gonna mix it with your quarter cup chopped fresh basil. Mix it up on that. Okay, you're gonna need to get some toothpicks. I guess I should have mentioned that in the beginning. Okay, so what you're gonna do is you're gonna take each chicken breast. You're gonna spread the basil and garlic mixture onto each chicken breast. So you're gonna paint the chicken like so. And then you take your cheese, you roll it up as best you can. Sometimes these things give me some hard time. It's not the cleanest recipe. And this chicken, of course, has a hole in it. Anyway, let's do this here. Take your toothpick and secure. And secure. That's pretty good, I think. Add it to your baking dish. And do that with all four. And then when you do that with all four, we'll be back to continue. Okay, so you got your chicken all nicely rolled up. What you do now is you take your one egg and you whisk it together. Beat your egg. Got your breadcrumbs in the other bowl. And then you take your chicken without poking yourself in the fingers. And you dip it in there, roll it around as best you can. And then you take it and you dip it into your breadcrumbs. Roll it around. Okay, and you do that with all your 4 pieces. And then once you do that, you stick it in the oven at 375 for about 30 to 40 minutes. I'm assuming this is going to take a little longer because these chicken pieces seem to be really thick. So this might take a little bit more. So let's just do that, and then we're going to get started on a sauce for these. Okay, so now we're going to work on our sauce. I'm going to put 3 tablespoons into a pot or a pan. Make sure that the pot can hold, you know, about 2 cups of liquid. So you're going to take your 3 tablespoons of butter and you're going to throw in your mushrooms. And you're going to saute them on medium-low heat and cook until they're tender and brown. Okay, so once your mushrooms are nicely cooked and browned and slightly tender, you're going to add in more of your garlic. I think this was 2 cloves. You're going to add your green onions. Whoopsie, lost one. Do that, and then you're going to take your salt. 1/4 teaspoon salt. I just do a couple of these things here. Your pepper. Dash of pepper. And on the other hand, mix that all up. Okay, and then you are going to cook, stirring for about 1 minute. And then after about 1 minute, you're going to add 2 tablespoons of flour. Till it's nicely blended and you don't see any more flour. You're going to add your chicken broth. You're going to add in your 1 cup of chicken broth. And while I was sauteing my mushrooms, I started my side dish rice, which was just a bag of rice. I don't know what kind it is. It is garlic butter. So I brought that to start. Okay, so you're gonna bring your mushroom little sauce here to a simmer. While you're waiting this for simmer, you're gonna add your 1 teaspoon of parsley flakes. So you're gonna bring this to a simmer and you're gonna let it simmer for about 2 minutes. And after the 2 minutes, you're gonna add your half a cup of heavy cream, and you're gonna heat it through, and it's gonna be your sauce for your chicken. So it's gonna be so good. So let's do that, and then I'll see you when the chicken comes out. Okay, so after 40 minutes, we take out our chicken, and we grab our yummy sauce. And you can pour it on separately, or you can pour it on all at once. I just pour it on all at once. After you pour your sauce on here, this is how it's gonna look. Looks super good, smells super good. Put it on your plate with your vegetables and your rice. And don't forget there's toothpicks in there holding this thing together, so remember to take those out so you don't choke. Okay, well I hope you guys enjoy it, and I will see you guys next time.